Hello again, everybody. I want to share something with you that I haven't shared enough, probably. And that's back when I was in my last year of high school. Um, I used to go to church 3 times a week. Wednesday evenings after school, Sunday mornings, and Sunday afternoons. And I attended Bible study and this kind of stuff, and Southern Baptist Church just outside of Georgetown, Louisiana. And I also grew up, my family church, um, just outside of, where, matter of fact, my family still attends church there, outside from where we live. But I was dating a girl, and I could see her at church. And so it gave me a chance to see her, spend some time with her. And but it was, I'd been going to church for a while, and it was one of those Wednesday nights where I had, I don't know what was going on, but I driven into church, and I got there and there was nobody there. It was like completely empty, the parking lot. And so I walked in thinking, okay, maybe I'm ahead of time or something. And so while I was there, inside the church looking around, I was waiting, and then my Bible teacher, my Bible school teacher or Sunday school teacher, she showed up. And she was one of the teachers at my school, actually, even also. I think her name was Miss Dolores, I believe, it's been so long. She gave me a Bible when I left. When I graduated high school, I got a Bible, and it's packed away right now, but and a nice letter in it, a nice note, which was really nice from her. But I was there, and suddenly, she said, "What you doing here? There's no Bible study tonight. There's no church tonight. It was canceled, for something. I don't know what." And then I guess the preacher who lived right next door, he shows up, and he's like, "Hey, what you guys doing here? There's no Bible studies kind of stuff like that here tonight." And it just sort of happened where I just felt drawn. I mean, I'd always felt a little bit drawn when they called you out, when they called people out. Anybody want to come up and get saved? Anybody want to come up and give themselves to God, Jesus Christ? And this was like that moment in my life. I felt like I was being drawn, and um, I think everybody saw it. When at the same time, it was so strange. How it happened, but it did happen. And we prayed and we talked, and it was like a weight lifted off my shoulders. In a way that I never felt in my life. It was like suddenly, I felt great. I felt light. I felt like I could float. And I remember after we left, now the next step is to get baptized, and I believe we spoke about that when that was going to happen. And but we all, I went home. I got home, and I just couldn't wait to tell everybody what had happened to me, and I did. I told everybody, and that's part of it, testifying, and I just felt so proud. But I knew that the real work was coming, because this is when things, completely change in your life, where you start feeling, the wraths, of everything evil is going to attack you. And have I been a great Christian? No. I wish I would have. I wish I could have been a better Christian. But am I a Christian? Yes, I am. And although I still err in life, I work hard to keep a relationship with God and to spread His word when I can. I don't go around preaching to people. I look at it more like trying to live your life in a certain way, and people were like, "Well, what's going on there? How's this happening? I'm not some kind of a televangelist that kind of stuff trying to get your money. Matter of fact, I don't agree with that whatsoever. But I believe that 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 I've gotten so much from it, and it seems like something I spoke to my mother about last night is that it seems like every time someone shuts a door, God opens another door for you. It's like with me. I mean, I've lost this apartment because I'm not going to point fingers. There's blame to be had there, and I can always take blame myself, because did I go out and try to change my job? No, because I love that job. I love doing it, and it's what I love. It's what I enjoy doing, and it's hard getting a job when you're 52 years old. Now, all these excuses aside, yeah, but now he's opened another door for me, and then of course there's the financial side, getting the money to go and being able to get caught up on everything, because everybody's behind right now. I think, at least I am, on everything. I mean, it's something that keeps me awake at night. I didn't get to sleep last night till like 3:30. The night before that, thank you, Ross, was also 3:30, but that, I wasn't going to sleep anyway. And I wake up 9 o'clock in the morning or 7 o'clock in the morning, and I just can't sleep. I mean, it's almost like ranger school around here. But anyway, I try to live my life a certain way, and I fail every day, but I also win every day. And I thank God for, where I'm at, and it's where He's got a plan for me. I don't know what that plan is. I don't know. And I ask. I say, "Hey, what's this? What's going on? What you got going on? What's your plan for me?" And I don't know, but I just ask to keep it going. Keep it going. Let me see my grandkids someday. Let me live some more of my life. Let me have some more experiences and find love again, and to keep moving forward. And I believe all those things are going to happen because, my faith in God. And, yeah, we always ask, why are we still here and I talked about this in a video before. Why am I still here? What's going on? But you're here for a reason, okay? No matter what that reason is, you're still here. And I think it's up to us to keep trying to figure it out and keep living our life, and to testify our life and to live our life the best we can. It's like another thing I brought up too, is like I raised my kids to be a certain way, to have respect for themselves and respect for others. My son was telling me about he had a conversation with someone today, and they were talking about how something in the reference that someone who's got more control over their life is someone who can basically, if someone comes up to you talking about something, and you don't have time for that, or you don't want to hear it, you can have what it takes to tell them, you know what, I don't have time for that right now. Can we talk about it another time? And I've just never been that person. I sit there and I accommodate other people, and I listen to them. And does that make me a weaker person? I guess, I don't know. But he also realized that he also can't do that. That's the way I raised him. It's the way I was raised. I remember my grandpa Box, my dad's dad. He'd invite people over for coffee. He goes, "Hey, next time you come by, come by and we'll have some coffee together." And he meant that. And if you never came by, that was a bit of an insult to him, But he meant it. If he invited you over for coffee, and he was a coffee drinker, he made it himself every morning. He drank it black, boy, I tell you. He drank it dark. It was strong, his coffee was. But I remember that sometimes people would come over, just drop by, out of the clear blue, and man, he would get that coffee going. They'd sit out there. They'd sit out somewhere, and he'd roll him up a Prince Albert cigarette, and light it up, and they'd have their coffee, and they'd talk, and he was happy. He was happy like that, So be that person, I would say, welcome people in, even if it's your works are what's going to get you into heaven. Your works are what's going to make you someone who has some kind of a positive legacy in this world. It's not going to be all the money that you have or, this kind of stuff. It's your works. It's how you've treated other people, and how you've respected other people, and how you've made time for other people. You don't know. My son works in a grocery store, and we were talking about this the other day, is that you don't know what someone else has gone through. They come in there, and I've been dealing with this for 25 years. So I've worked in the retail market. Yeah, people coming in, and they're just grumpy. They're just irritated, and they're just disrespectful. But you don't know what's going on in their lives. So I think it's important to be a little bit accommodating, and to be respectful to that idea that try to put yourself in their shoes. You don't know what they're going through, You just don't know. And some people react in a negative way, and some people react, you know, in a completely different way, you know. And it's not always easy to hide those feelings, you know. And I remember one time I had a guy in the store when I was working in Bulle. It was a really big store, and I was managing there, and the guy came in, and he just basically, you know, I trained all my people to say, you know, tell everybody hello when they come in, and then give them a little time, and then say, hey, you know, can I help you with something, you know, or if they're already looking, say, can there's, you know, are you finding everything you need, this kind of stuff, you know, and this guy, he was just getting offended by people because everybody in the store that had people were spread out in the store, and they would say hello to him, and he just found that offensive, you know. And finally, he came back around to me, you know, and he goes, "Don't you realize that some people just can't say hello? That they're uncomfortable?" And I looked at him and said, "Yeah, of course, you know. But I think, you know, it's brave of you to get out. It's brave of you to get out, you know, and try to get past that, you know. But understand that, you know, not everybody understands it about you, you know." And we got to talking, and in the end, he left more positive, I guess, you know. And I learned something too, you know. So it's important to be aware of these things, and don't be so grumpy because someone else is grumpy. Just let them be grumpy. You can't live their life for them, and you shouldn't want to. Live your life for yourself. Try to be a good person, with a good judge, a good character, and you know, with that, a smile is contagious. So anyway, listen, be contagious, and you know, thumbs up and likes, all that kind of good stuff. See how this goes and keeps going. But no matter what, I'm going to keep making these videos because this is my therapy. Anyway, you guys have a good one and take care. Bye.